Dismount, boss, sir. How many? 6, sir. Go to canteen. Scream out, sir. Sir. Go to canteen. Come to me, hey. Sir. Request permission on the board. Begin. Request permission on the board, sir. On the board. Aye, sir. Begin. Aye, sir. 1, 2. All the way down. 3. That's 2. 3. Scream 3. 4. Sir. I said scream 3, right? Scream 3. 3, sir. 5. Sir. Request permission on the board. Sir. How many? Sir, 8, sir. Go to canteen. Sir. Stop touching your face. Scream out, sir. Sir. Mount the board. Sir. Request permission to mount the board. Begin. 1. On the board. 2. Sir. All the way down. 3. Begin. 5. All the way down. That's 1. 9. All the way down. That's 8. That's 9. 10. Go to the canteen. Go yourself. Skip back. Scream out, sir. On the board. Begin. How many? 7, sir. Go to canteen. 4. 5. On the board. 7. Begin. 8. 2. Mount the board. 1. All the way down. 2. Begin. 4. 5. 2. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. All the way down. Begin. 3. 1. 2. 3. Get up. 4. This is the front portion of your IST. Do you understand? Yes, sir. It is 3 complete laps around this track. Do we understand? Yes, sir. On the completion of your second lap, you will take off your glove strap. Oh, you look up there right now. Yes, sir. See the drill instructor with the X? Yes, sir. You're going to go past that and throw your glove strap to the left side of the track. Do we understand? Yes, sir. You have 13 minutes and 30 seconds to complete this run. Do we understand? Yes, sir. At no point at any time will you be anywhere around a blue shirt. Do we understand? Yes, sir. Or a green shirt. Do we understand? Yes, sir. The drill instructor up there with the X will be running the exact failing time. Do we understand? Yes, sir. If you find yourself behind that X, you are failing the run. Do we understand? Yes, sir. Begin. Yes, sir. Begin. Yes, sir. Shut up!
So it's a 2-minute timed event. It can be conducted either indoors or outdoors. The first thing you're gonna do is when you approach.
All right. It's morning PT time. Let's get the PT going. 1 minute PT drill. Get my clock set up here. Hope you guys are doing this at home. Let's go. High knees. Keep your body going. High knees. Jumping jacks. Elbows and knees. Toe touches. Shoulder rotations. Back. Right in place. Knees. Jumping jacks. Elbows, knees. Done. All right. Let's go. All right. Okay. Get into our mindset video now.
I see millions of motivational speakers that speak to the rich, that speak to the successful. I said, who speaks to the broken? Who speaks to the individuals that's still in the process? Who speaks to the individuals that doesn't want to live anymore? Every motivational speech you ever heard, I was talking to myself and I was telling my story. I couldn't read till I was 16. I buried my mother to a heroin overdose. My father was a hitman. I used to sneak in crack houses to sleep next to my mom to make sure she was safe at night. But through all the chaos and all the pain, God built a warrior. So when y'all see King Hollis, and every time I drop a speech, I'm dropping it for you. That person that want to give up on his life, I'm dropping it for you. That person that don't know that they have greatness inside of them, I'm dropping this for you. See the difference between a good player and a great player. See, that good player does just the minimum to get by. That great player pushes his body past the limit. He leaves every single drop of blood on the field. And whatever he does in life, he wants to be remembered as the greatest. He does that extra 10 when the coach only asks for 20. He wants that extra mile when the coach only asks for 5. See, he knows he's going to have to dig deep inside his soul to bring out that king, to bring out that legend, to bring out that power that lays in every single one of us. we won't go deep enough to get it. We're not gonna be good. We're gonna be great. Being broke is a mindset. That's something that you put inside your head. That's something that you tell yourself every single day. I literally started from the side of a Turkey Hill gas station. And all I did was ask someone, could you give me an opportunity to go into your studio? Could you give me an opportunity to walk into this place every single day and create my motivation? The time didn't take long. It was only 2 to 3 minutes, and I'll finish a speech and I'll give it out. Because many of you guys don't know, I do not write speeches. Everything I do is from the heart. So what I did was I truly believed that I have something special to give this world. And I want you to know that you have something special to give this world. Don't ever believe that the lack of funds is the reason why you're not being successful. This is not true. The lack of belief is why you're not successful. Every single human being on this earth is a walking $1 million check. And our belief in ourselves, our grind, our true grit to wake up every single day and tell ourselves and tell the world that I will be something special is what separates you from everyone else. I learned that when I stop being envious of people and stop judging people and stop being angry that I'm not on their level is when I truly started to elevate in my career. I told myself I will never take a dollar bill from another person. I will never sell my dream and my gift to anyone for any dollar amount. Don't you ever do that. And every morning you wake up and you look in the mirror, I want you to look in that mirror and I want you to tell yourself that I am special, I am great, and I am phenomenal. Nobody will stop me from reaching my goal. My goal, my individual goal, is to become one of the best speakers of all time. But I know I have so much work to do. While they sleep, I must work. While they party, I must grind. While they procrastinate,
With Fundrise, the same kind of real estate investments that have powered the world's strongest portfolios for decades.
I must go after my future with a relentless effort. And I want you guys to grow to be successful with me. I don't want to just be successful by myself. I want my message to grow other people and make other people successful. That's what life is truly about. It's about picking great individuals and taking them with you. We got to make this decision in our life today, kings and queens, that we will not be ordinary. We will be great. We will be kings. This life is about serving and giving and being true. We live in a world where people believe everybody is out to get you. But I'm telling you now, some people is just out to love you. So for the rest of my career and the rest of my life, I want you to look at William Hollis as your brother, your family, because we are. It doesn't matter what color you are. It doesn't matter where you came from. The only thing that matters is who loves you now. Growing up in the projects of Pontiac, Michigan, I realized two things. I realized that I won't make it if I believe that this is my reality for the rest of my life. And two, I had to realize that all the knowledge and my gifts were already placed inside of me at birth. All I have to do is fine tune. All I have to do is keep working on this craft every single day, and I can be successful. When I sat on the side of that Turkey Hill gas station, I realized that no one would believe in me. No one will say, William Hollins, one day your speeches will be played all around the world. No one. And I realized that pain was necessary. I realized that without my belief, I cannot go to the next level. And I want you guys to know, every piece of motivation I give you, I'm talking to myself. The world just happened to hear me. Let's become legendary. Let's not focus on who don't see anything in us. Let's focus on everything that does. You are filthy rich. You were born rich. We're going to forget about the generational lack. We're going to forget about the people who left us. And we're going to focus on the people who love us. We're going to focus on the people who believe in us. Because you have greatness inside of you. You have an everlasting potential. And as long as you have a heartbeat, as long as you have air in your lungs, you have an opportunity to change this world, change your life, and live your dream today. You are not broke. You are filthy rich. You were born rich. We will be royal forever.
That was a great video. Good information there. Let's get into our trading today, and we're getting some live chart markup and some live trading.
All the way through. This is a institution move. This could have been a big major bank move. This could have been an update on Forex Factory. Make sure you have Forex Factory on it. Cleared sell on GJ. Nice. Yeah. So I think price was in the 560s or 550s when I called out the sell. Now price is at in the 520s. Lots of people are clearing GJ. Love it. See, look at that. We're trading tonight. Simple as that. At 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people cleared it. Kyle, major. I do major, minor. Okay. His question was, do you use minor trend lines or usually just stick with the major support and resistances? So as you mark up each time frame, they're going to line up on, they're going to line up with the hour, 30-minute, 15, 5-minute as well. So your 5-minute markups will line up with, if you click on the 15, 30, and hour time frames, it's just going to look a little bit different because, you know, as you go up, there's less candles. On the 5 minutes, there's a little bit more candles that you can view. As you go up, there's just going to get a little bit smaller. Wow, everybody cleared. There we go. 2 entries. Nice. Cleared GJ 565. Where were you guys' entries on GJ? I'm curious. Where were your entries? And honestly, that was off of a 30-minute chart. You don't just need a lower time frame chart to take trades. So you can take entries off of the 15. You can take entries off of the 30-minute. You can take entries off of the hour candles. You can do that, but just be aware of how much time, you know, you're taking the trade. If you're taking a 5-minute trade and you're basing off of a 15 or 30-minute candle, look how much time is left in the candle. So you'll see over here on the right, you see 24 minutes and 27 seconds. That's how much time is left in this current candle. So be aware of that. Be aware. It's a very good question. I'm going to answer this one. It's going to help a lot of people. How do you align different time frames and make decisions of them? I see sometimes you analyze on the 5 minute and then sometimes make decisions based on the 15 or 30 minute. So it's a very good question, and I'm going to answer that for you. So on the 30, this just set up for us just by making a line over here. We made a support line. This just lined up. I saw rejection first, one rejection. That's good. We have one rejection here. Came back up, touched it again. Why I took it is that on this candle, I did see a little top on this wick. I saw these two wicks as well. And then when I told you guys this would be a good entry, I saw this top of the wick on the 30. Wicks are a huge indication of trading. And so on a wick on the top, it doesn't want to move that direction yet. It doesn't want to move past that line yet that we have. And so I knew this was going to be coming down. I just didn't know when. It's because it's on the 30. So you did take that. It was like opened up a brand new candle because you cleared about a couple minutes ago. Sorry, there's a lot of questions in the chat. I'm focusing on this one first, and I'll get to the next one. I will take it. So if there's like 10 minutes left of a 30-minute or a 15-minute candle, and I see a lot of wick rejection on previous candles to the left or right, or even the previous one, most likely going to do that again. So if you can catch it when the body is high or low, towards the end of the candle, it's going to make that same wick that it did previously. So you just have to study the previous candles more based on price action rather than your support and resistance lines, trading that way. So I base my 15 and 30-minute analysis more on the wick rejections rather than support and resistances like this. But you can still analyze the 30 and the 15-minute the same as the 5-minute. You just may need some more rollovers on the higher time frames. If you don't know what rollover is, that just means we're getting more time on our trade. Hopefully that answers your question. Whoever put that in the chat. It's a lot easier when we're trading live. I kind of go over that Wednesday and Thursday. If I'm trading off the higher time frames live, it's a lot easier, especially when I'm taking a trade on that. Yes. At the start, you did what I consider a major trend line. You mark up a minor trend if it's there, like from a 15 or 30-minute candle perspective. Yes, you can mark up short trends as well. I just don't see anything on the 30 that would mark up as a trend. I mean, you could. Sometimes trends just don't work out, don't force any markups. So, I mean, you could mark this up. But I just don't see any value in this. Yeah, it's touching 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a bunch of candles there. And if you extend it, once price broke that, it did come back up again to touch the backside of our trend. What we would call this is a bounce back. Same thing as a break and retest, but once price breaks a trend and it comes back up, it's going to retest the backside of it. Just called a bounce back instead of a break and retest. So yes, Kyle, you could put this trend line on your 30-minute uptrend to then see. This is just another confirmation to take a sell as well as you put that on there. So this line can go a long ways. Hopefully that makes sense. All right, I'm gonna get to, so we have our 15 drawn up. We gotta we gotta move forward so I can get to the fib tool. I'm taking too much time. So let's get to the 5 minute. This is where I love my fib tool. Let's mark up a few more lines, just so you know, trading this week, you know, we have our lines set, and price were to come. So this line that I just made was at 140.755, 140.755. Mark this up because I see a lot of support in this area. See a lot of support in this area. And then if we see if it matches up with the future, yes, it does. Acts as a little resistance here. Price came down, rejected very hard for about 8 to 10 candles. Price finally broke through, came down. Yes, only one candle touched the wick.
If you guys can really pay attention to this, if you look on the left side of the screen, the market is coming down. And then on the right side, the market did exactly what it did happen on the left side. So it basically is a mirror. So anytime you're trading, kind of look at your chart as a mirror. It's going to do the same thing it did on the left as it did on the right. And you'll start to see that, and you can probably clip some trades that way by expectation it to repeat itself.
Probably was a quick maneuver down and then went back up. But it did do a minor break and retest here. Price kind of broke through, came back down to touch that little resistance. I guess we could move this up a little bit based on these candle highs. If we move it to these candle highs, price broke through, came back down, touched our previous resistance, made a new support. You're going to see this a lot, especially if you zoom out. You can really see the market. Like I said, again, you don't need too many lines. If you need another line to help you understand, by all means, go for it. At some point, you're just going to have an eye for it. It's crazy what you can do, how much time you're going to put in. How much time are you willing to put in? Cool. Next thing is my Fibonacci tool. This is my favorite tool to use. Absolutely love it. So I'm going to bring this out, draw it up for you guys. If you guys don't have the fib tool, go to the left side, click on fib retracement, and then draw it up. You guys probably, if you don't follow me or have never followed me before, probably don't have one that looks like this. I'm going to give you a few minutes to get the settings, and then we will go over this, and then we'll probably end the session from there. So if you click on the outside of the fib, this little toolbox will pop up. If you hit the settings, it'll bring up all of the numbers. And these are the numbers that you need to have. Uncheck every single one that I don't have checked, and then make sure your numbers are the exact same. Again, it's over here on, it's the third one down, third section down. Just press the little arrow. Go click on fib retracement, Fibonacci tool. Click fib retracement, star it so you can use it and don't forget about it. And then draw it up and click the settings bar. I'm gonna give you guys a minute or two to put in these numbers, and the colors don't really matter. I will refer to colors though, so if you want the same colors as me, put those in. But otherwise, I'm gonna give you a few minutes. I'm gonna play some more Peter, and we will go from there.
I'm young, I'm handsome, I'm fast, I'm pretty, and can't possibly be beat. I'm like a machine. I'm a robot. You cannot offend a robot. You know what I'm saying? Like mentally, I'm so focused. There's nothing anyone could say or do to me to stop the music, the product that I'm gonna put out. And at the end of the day, the talent will overcome anything. Who has done it better than me? Nobody. I back up any talk. I got catalog. I got hit records, man.
I feel confident because I'm the best player in the world. So.
Why are you acting so confident? Why do you think you can do anything? You think you're better than everybody? Man, you've changed. You need to bring it down a notch. It's just a game. Why are you so competitive? I don't know. I don't know why. It's in my DNA, and I've been that way since I was little. So stop making me feel bad for being competitive. The only people commenting on others' confidence are the insecure. And that's the people you want to stay away from if you want to reach greatness. I just know I'd rather be confident than insecure. I grew up thinking confidence was bad. I think I had it growing up, but I feel school and my environment beat it out of me. So growing up, I had energy and ambition.
Question in the chat. Hopefully you guys have these numbers in the correct boxes check marked. There's a question in the chat. Doesn't matter what boxes they are in. You could have all those 6 boxes on the left. I'm pretty sure. I haven't really, this is how I first learned it. So I've left these settings from about a year ago. I haven't even changed them. Will not change them because I like how they are right there. So, actually, yeah, I just don't know. It's a good question. And something maybe you experience. I just don't want to mess with these. Another question is, how did you decide that you like taking 4-minute trades the best versus 3 or 5? I do take mostly 5-minute trades. I like 5-minute trades just because I like to let the market breathe and do its thing. You know, I'm basing off a little bit higher of time frames as well. I like to extra confirmation. I look at the 5, also check the 15 and 30, and the 5-minute just gives me more confidence because if the 15 lines up with the 5-minute analysis, I do like the 5, especially if I have to roll over. It just gives me some more time, more time for the 15-minute to move as well. Scroll down to the bottom, you can put your labels to the right, just like mine. If you like them to the left, that's fine. Hopefully you guys have this. This session is recorded, and I do have a ton of fib training, so if you miss these settings, you can go back and watch the recording. So, we identified our trend. We do have an uptrend, but we do now have this hitting the back of a trend. We do also have it hitting a resistance. So we do have this probably going down long term. I'm not sure if I want to draw the fib up on this just because it's on a downtrend. Can't draw it on a downtrend yet. I'm going to look at a different pair so we can use this tool. Yeah, you could mark up Bitcoin the same way, crypto. I might have it marked up semi. Yeah, I do have it. I do mess around with Bitcoin a little bit on markups. All right. Looking for a pair that we can use the fib on because we can't use it on the certain pair we have right now. Rather have that in a downtrend. First, when you're using the fib, 1, establish your trend. Is it trending downward or is it trending upward? We should already have that analysis based on, you know, you're marking up your charts, and at the end, throw on the fib tool. So, unfortunately, we can't do it on this. I'd rather have this be on a downtrend because it's hitting the back side of our trend line, and so it's going to be switching directions. Why we can't draw it is because this price hasn't moved enough. How I would draw it on here is we would find the top and find our bottom, and then we'd wait for price to retrace. It's just not setting up for us right now. want price to move a little bit more. Let's see what we can do here. So we do have a downtrend here. We have a downtrend here. And so I like to trade with the trend on Euro GBP. Okay, good to know. Someone just updated me in the chat. If you have the fib any different, it doesn't look correct, so make sure these are the ones you have checked and unchecked. So with the fib, we're mostly going with the short-term trend, but you, in the back of your mind, you need to have the long-term in the back of your mind, the long-term trend. Like if it just totally disrespects your fib and you're going outside of the long-term trend, that's probably why. So with this fib, we're on the 5-minute charts, only on the 5-minute. Have the same settings. We're on Euro GBP. Go to Euro GBP, zoom in, established our trend, downtrend. So now we're gonna mark this up. So when you first pick up the fib, I'll redraw this. First pick up the fib, you're gonna find the latest high. Find the latest high and click. This is the latest high we have of a candle. Then after we find the latest high, we need to find the latest low after the high of the body of the candle, not the wick, the body. So we have the bottom of the body of the low, and now all we do is extend it over to the right. We have the body of the latest high of this candle. After that, drag it down to the low and then extend it to the right. When it's on a downtrend, you have to find the high first. Downtrend, you have to find the high first. Write that down. Nathan, if you don't have the fib by now, man, I don't know what you're doing, man. You're on my team, brother. Come on. I'll get you those numbers after the session. So downtrend, find the high first, then find your low. On an uptrend, find the low first, then find the high. Right now we have a downtrend, so we're going to find the high first, then the low. So what I look for is the first entry. All we do after we find the low, we just wait for price to go into these zones to take more sells. So downtrend, we're trading with the trend. We want to take mostly sells, right? So right now, where price is at, it's in my orange zone in between 0.5 and 0.618. That's my first entry, 5-minute sell in the orange zone. That's my first entry. Obviously, there's more to just the fib. Usually, I have all my charts marked up and then I throw the fib on last. So we're not just trading off the fib. We're using our other analysis as well. This just gives us extra confirmation. So when price first hits the orange zone or in between 0.5 and 0.618, that is your first entry to enter for a 5-minute sell. Hopefully that makes sense. This is a downtrend. The first entry will be in this orange zone. Even if you have to roll it over, that's where I like my first entry. I don't have any other analysis on this. I don't really have it. I don't have this fully marked up. I haven't marked up from last week. I didn't spend any time on the higher time frames. So that's how to draw a downtrend. Next I'm going to find an uptrend. So this would, if you're trading, this would probably be a good sell, right? It's in our zone. Uptrend, we're just on that. This is downtrending. Just wait until it hits the zone. That's it. Just the zone. I like the zone. I like it when it hits the zone. That's simply what it is. If you like an experience that you have better success at the top of the zone, or if you have other markups and other, lines that match up with certain numbers over here, price points, obviously take those into consideration. I have a black line here, obviously for a reason. If I look back, it's acting as kind of a support. If I look in the history, so you know what supports come to, supports then turn into resistances. So if we did a little bit more studying on this, maybe we wait for price to come up a little bit higher to go in for the sell. Take it at your own risk. It could come up there, but also I do like the first zone. So just make that maybe your first entry, second entry here, roll it over. All up to you. So, and what I say, guys, is practice this. Put $1 in, make yourself a demo account and practice. If you're brand new, it's a brand new tool. It's a brand new strategy. I'm curious, people get into any entries? I'm very curious if someone got into a sell. Okay, price is moving really fast. I don't know what it's doing on the broker, but that's how you draw up a downtrend. Takes practice, repetition. Just a touch in the orange zone. That's it. Touch it in the orange zone, and I'll take the entry. So people got in 905. Nice. Some people cleared. Wow. The second entry with the fib. So say you take the first entry in the orange zone, goes down, then keeps going up. The next entry that I like to get into is in the green zone. But take a little bit lighter risk on a second entry in the green zone. Have your other markups. The third entry is the top of the fib, because that acts as our previous high. Previous high can act as a resistance, maybe not a strong resistance at some points, but if you see, we put a line here at the previous high, we see a lot of rejection. See a lot of rejection in these candles here. See a lot of rejection, so that'd be a good second or third entry. People cleared. Let's go. This candle's busting down. 2-0 right now if you're live trading. I know some of you guys are just scalping these entries for sure. So that would be another good entry at the top of the fib. Always remember that. Acts as the previous high. Previous high is a resistance. So, yeah, great, solid trade. Clear. Everyone should have cleared if they took it. I really want to find an uptrend. everything downtrending. Everything. Here we go. Here we go. We got an uptrend here. Okay, uptrend. First, we're going to find a low. Find our low on the body right here. That's our low. After the low, find the high of the body. 5-minute candlestick chart, and extend it out to the right. Have our low. We have our high. Everything after that matters. So all we're doing on an upward trend is waiting for price to come down into our orange zone to take a 5-minute buy. 5-minute entries. Let me put that in the text box so you remember. Five-minute entries. My computer is off. I'm not trading live. If you are a veteran trader, you can see the trades. If you follow along with me, this is not a trading session. People are just trading because they're seeing the setups. That's all. Not typing any trades in the chat because this is just training 101. So, an uptrend, find the bottom first, then find the top, wait for price to come down into our first zone. 5-minute buy, retraces back down into our green zone, lighter risk, another 5-minute buy, third entry, the bottom of the fib now acts as a support. And so you can analyze how strong that support would be if you zoom out and look at history. Pretty solid support that we have there. I would just take the trade one time in that zone unless I see a bunch of candles that are just showing wick, 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 and just rejecting so strong in that area. Just one entry in the orange zone. Cool. All right. If you missed the settings, you can go back to the recording, get the settings of the fib. I have a ton of videos, different explanations on the fib as well, different setups. Yes, the orange zone is my favorite zone for sure. That's my first entry and my most confident entry for sure. But it is midnight where I'm at. I'm getting tired. Family, hopefully you enjoyed this session. You took some knowledge. Now what you do, you take this knowledge and you go apply it. If you don't even try to apply it, you just wasted an hour. Go apply it. Go learn how to do it yourself. Take entries. Take $1 entries. Now go put it into your trading game. Everything you learned, just try it. Even if it's wrong, you did it. It's winning at the end of the day. You won by showing up tonight or this morning, wherever you're coming in from. Now go do it. I believe everyone can trade and can do this. I believe it. So, like I always say, 10% is this technical analysis. 90% of it is your mind. Hopefully everyone has a great night. I will be on a Apprentice night with Maddie Pitt.
Some good stuff on Some good stuff on the fib tool. So now we're going to get into some live trading and some live chart markup, trying to use the fib. See if we can find some stuff with the fib, and also, of course, getting into some actual trades as well. MJ, you got any questions, man? Anything?
No, I'm good.
Okay, no problem.
Yes,
All right.
sir.
So I'll go ahead and kick us off. Share my screen. Okay, so now basically first I'm gonna look for trend. Wow, a lot of big stuff happening. This is a big drop. Let me check the news real quick. So we don't have nothing until later on, so we're good on that. So that's just how the market is moving right now. This is a big drop, continuous drop. Yeah. Okay. Well, on this too, on this right here, I can definitely use the fib on this. I already have my fib in my favorite bar at the bottom. So I want to find my latest high first and drag it down to my latest low, which is down there. And basically, I'm waiting for the market to come back up to here, which has already done that. If it comes back up to this level here, I can take a sell. And you see, I already got a zone here. So I'm gonna pull my my rectangle box from over here and just pull it over. And that serves as my reference point. So if this comes up into this level, 123 or higher, really 130, but anything above 125, anything above 123 actually would be okay. But I would want to go to at least 130.
So 1, 2, and 3 is your first line.
Yeah.
Okay.
So set that up right quick. So it's pushing up. It came to 119 on TradingView. The broker came to 118. So I want a little bit more higher of a push before I would take the trade. I'm gonna wait for 125 or higher. Okay, so I should have waited. I could have got that 135. I got the 127. So as you can see, it's still trying to push up. It pushed up into the green zone there, up at 137. So let's see what happens. And you just want to look left to see the next level of resistance, which would be right here. So it didn't quite get all the way up to the next level, which would be 140 or higher. It stopped at 137. So we do know that it's in a downtrend. So now we just got to wait for it to come back into profit. Let's check it out. Of course, 137 could have been a second entry or a better entry if you got a higher entry on that. Now I may just take a second entry on that. I got to roll my bottom entry over. All right, we got to open up red there. Now we got our big push down. Now we need some bust down action here.
Oh, there you go,
There
right
we
there.
go. That's what we were waiting for right there, that big push down. All right, we're in profit. Need that thing to keep continuing to bust down for us, and we'll be all good. Keep pushing down, UJ. You're looking good. Sometimes you got to talk to it, right?
Oh yeah. If it listens, you know.
Yes, sir. I had to roll that over. Oh shit! I rolled over the wrong one. Oh, okay. I didn't get my rollover, so let's see some bust down action here. I pushed the wrong one. It
Yeah, I missed
switched on
my
me.
roll.
Yeah, it switched on me. I tried to push it. Let's get some tank action now. Come on. I rolled over the other one twice by mistake. Let's go. Bust down for us on this morning. Come on. Come on. You still there. Come on. Come on. All right. We didn't clear that one, obviously, because I didn't get a chance to roll that one over by mistake. But the other one was still in there on the double rollover by mistake. I'm sure this thing is going to keep going down. Just needed some time on that. MJ, you got anything you want to draw up? You want to use the film or anything? Just let me know.
USJPY actually.
I can stop sharing if you want to go ahead and do it.
Okay, cool. Oh, you won't let me share.
Oh, okay, I got you. Okay.
You see it?
Yes, sir.
You think that's a good setup?
Well, what I was going to ask you was, Did you just put that on there or it's been on there?
I just put it on there.
Okay, the only thing that I see that you might want to change is pull your top up to the latest high.
Like right.
Yeah, because you're doing an uptrend. So you got to go from the latest low to the latest high.
Okay. Right here, like that.
Well, see now in this particular setup, you would have to come. No, you can't do it like that.
It's
Now,
too much info.
is it an uptrend or a downtrend? See, that's kind of like downtrend. So you want to do the latest high to the latest low on that one.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that side was looking weird. I was on an hour.
Yeah. No, not that way. You want to find your latest high first. So you see that large red candle? Come
Right
down.
here?
No, next one up. Right there. Now drag it down. Not that one. Come down to your next one. Come down.
Right here?
One more. Right there.
So why here, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, no problem. Because you want to do the latest high. And normally, the way Jake teaches it is you want to go back at least an hour time, right? 1 hour, or the latest high. So that's really pretty much the latest high. Because you got to see where your 618 is at. All that's
Yep.
even. Then the next high would be that large engulfing candle. And
Oh
if
yeah,
you
because I
go up,
see just go to that. That's 186.
yeah, that's the 618.
Uh-huh.
And see right now, it's everything is even right there. So that wouldn't be the latest high. You got to go one step back before that time. No, you got it. You had it right the first time. I was talking about the where the blue candle's at next to the red
Oh, right here?
candle going down. Yeah, that's the 618. But you want to
Uh-huh.
go up to the latest high before that.
Oh, okay. I see. You talking about the up zone?
Yeah, you want to go back to the previous high when you're going with a downtrending fib.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so now you have it right. So now as the market comes up, you can take sales on that into each zone. So now that'll be your first trade right there. Come to the green zone to be your second one. Next zone to be your third entry. But I sometimes don't
Okay.
do the third entry.
Yeah, because I was watching Jake's video. He said he usually don't take the third one. He take the last one.
Yeah. So it's kind
You
of
do the same thing.
yeah, and I think with practice, man, you'll start to see what works for you. But
Mm-hmm.
once it starts going up too high, man, to me it's like it may keep going up. So I don't try to take a chance on when they go up too high.
Okay, and too high. What number would be too high? What zone?
Well, for me, when it gets up there to like above 262, the very top.
Right here.
If it starts going way up there, I don't play around with that.
Okay, I see what you're saying. So
Mhm.
like when he when he pass this zone, you leave it alone.
Yeah, pretty much for me. Yeah.
Okay.
And again, that's just me
Yes.
personally. You know what I mean? Because it may work for you, but I'm saying, as far as myself, I don't try to mess around like that.
Hey, I'm here to learn from you, so I'm gonna do exactly what you
No,
do.
and I mean, honestly, man, as you start to practice this more with like a demo trade or dollar trade, you'll start to see like, okay, it may keep going up, and then you got to go ahead and make a decision and not keep taking the trades because now your fib is kind of worthless because the market is doing what it wants to do at that point.
Okay.
Yeah, so awesome job on the fib right there, bro.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm gonna check my trade and we'll call it a day. See how
Yes,
we
sir.
doing. Where we on? We ain't on GJ. Okay, we are not in profit. UJ continuing to go up. And see, like this, it was downtrending heavy on UJ. Now it's probably uptrending. So it's way up there right now. See how this thing came way out the daggone the field?
Yep.
It just kept going up. Now it did come down, but only came back to 160. So it should be dropping back down because we're in a downtrend, but we don't know.
All right.
Yeah. So we'll see. I mean, I got a lot of time left in the trade. So how much time I got? I got like no, not that much time left. I got like 3 minutes left. So we'll see what happens. But again, man, great job on the fib right there, man. You've been doing a great job in the chat group. So keep going, man. You almost there, I think. So that's good stuff.
Yes, sir. Thank you. And how many days we got the boot camp left?
Friday's the last day. I'm sorry. This is day 23. We got
Okay, I'm
7 more days.
every day.
Yes, sir. We got 7 more days left, man.
Yeah, I need the 7 days, man.
Yes, sir. Let's go. Yeah, it looks like I ain't gonna clear this trade, man. You see how that thing is faked us out?
Yeah,
You
it
would
just
think,
tanked up.
yeah, because of the trend, we were good, but obviously not because that joker is now it's going back up again.
Okay.
This is something we can't control. Yeah, and I didn't want to keep rolling this over, man. So I'll take that one as a loss. And see, look, so now had we waited for it to come up to here, right? That's the next zone. But look what happened. It kept going up. So it's kind of like unpredictable, But then you just got to look left and see what happened. It broke through all the level of resistance that we have. We got zones drawn up, but it broke through all of that. It didn't respect none of that. Now I think it will eventually come back down, but when? So you got to make a decision. Like, he want to roll this over. Me personally, I don't like to roll over a whole lot. So I like to let it go and take another entry, and then just go from there.
The max you do 2 or 1? 1 roll or 2 roll?
Well, so far I've only been doing 2. I think I've done 3 rollovers one time with somebody else, but on my own, I don't really roll over more than 1 time. The max is 2 for me.
All right, thanks, man. I really
problem, bro.
appreciate your help, man.
Oh yeah, anytime, man. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Okay, bro.